I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to a... He said my life's a bore. So quit my white cause it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Grasping to control, so I better hold on. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think
Well, Thanksgiving Day might be over, but the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration is certainly not. Got another game ready for you on this Friday, and it comes to you from the home of the reigning NFL champions. Hi there, football fans. Welcome to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, where it's going to be the Eagles welcoming in a challenge from the Windy City, the Chicago Bears. They're on the visiting sideline. Head coach of the Bears, Ben Johnson. These guys looking for a rare win after dropping 7 of their last 9. Across the field, the head coach of the Eagles. These guys are ready to go in front of a home crowd and national audience here on Black Friday. Kate Scott, Brock Heward in the booth with you. It is Jake Elliott who's going to get us started. And we're underway here in South Philadelphia. Devin Duvernay to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Running behind center with Edwards. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Sticking with Edwards here. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there.
Eagles are on it, and down he goes. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball.
At the 22-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Barkley trying this up the gut. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. The Eagles are in punt formation. On the return for the Bears, Devin Duvernay. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bears send Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Edwards. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Williams. That's into the hands of Edwards. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd and long for him here. It's a screen play to Edwards. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And the end of that return, Brock, also brings us to the end of our first quarter. Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll take over here following that punt to end the first. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Hurts on 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Bears will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, great team defense here. Somebody hit him in there, caused that pass to float on him a bit, and it gave the linebacker time to race in and make the interception.
And you know what team stands for, right? T-E-A-M. Together, everyone achieves more. It took all of them together. Took that rush to impact the quarterback. It took that linebacker to deliver on the other end, a critical takeaway.
Connects on the crosser. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears get the game's first points here in the second. DJ Moore, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And Dory Jackson now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. 2nd among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They go to Barkley again. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. straight ahead. Here's Barkley. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Jamar Turner ending that one.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. This time it's a passing play. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. The Bears decide to call their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. On 4th down, Hurts. Pass complete to Goddard. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
They run it with Saquon. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8. First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's Saquon. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. New set of downs for him from the 31. First down throwing for Hurts. Getting out to his left. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches. A give to Barkley. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
From the pistol, Hurts. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get their first point to this game just before halftime. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So this game on Black Friday, Brock, is still a relatively new tradition for the NFL. They started playing back in 2023, but the tradition of football around Thanksgiving. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And The Bears take the lead just before halftime. Santos now for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Back to throw it. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And the hit arrived shortly after that football did, but he hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44. No need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the third quarter. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Jackson now to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brockie's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Philadelphia has its offense out to start this third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, second down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. To the ground with Barkley. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on first. He was descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Pops it off to Barkley. Complete. And he is down to the 30-yard line. Give him 25 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Still working from the 30 as they line this up. Second and 10. Hurts looking to throw. This one's taken in by Kylan Granson. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. They'll come up on first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Hurts yet again. Brings it in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Gonna run with Barkley. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
Down at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Play action, Hurts has it. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play is going to force 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got
Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
And the defense escapes. And a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Here come the Bears back out on offense. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Here's a give inside to Edwards. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
I can safely say, Kate, that's exactly what you want offensively. Exactly what you want to do to get out of the shadow of your own goal line, get a good push, get a good gain, get some positive yards. Job well done.
And he's going to wind up in the red for this play, back at the 8. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll toss it to Edwards, running right. Still going through the 25. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Bears football to begin the 4th as they try to hang on to the lead in a close game. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Edwards. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
13-yard line.
Williams from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They'll throw 3rd and long. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
And it's 4th down.
Punting unit out now. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. That's fielded at the 46. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. He could do it! And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Well, the field opened up, and he simply takes off. Even in today's NFL, where dual-threat quarterbacks are everywhere, it's not often a guy can rip off a run like that.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Barkley gonna try to smash his way in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're gonna have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. They go play action. Here's Hurts. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles now trailed by just a point in the 4th. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Chicago getting set to take the field now. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
Edwards on the shotgun handoff. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On play action, here's Williams. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now here's Williams. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But it appears that the Bears were able to get their paws on that one, so they're keeping the football.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Bears don't want to see this one go to overtime. They dodged the turnover, but still 3rd and pretty long they've got to figure out. Looking to throw. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And talk about killing any momentum this offense had, Brock. 3 consecutive sacks. Going to bring up 4th down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
48-yard line.
Setting up to pass. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Running right, it's Barkley. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. On here with Will Shipley. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still 3rd down. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Again, it's Shipley. And they're not going to get it. Stop short of the line to gain. This is going to be 4th down now. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. This only a chip shot from the right hash. That one is good! Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Burden now to return it. Trying to break it, and he loses the football. Oh, and the kicking team's got it!
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And I doubt they're going to be doing much shopping today, Brock. Probably more ice baths and relaxation ahead after getting the victory on this Black Friday. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.